Yeah, so continuing with our data frame tutorial. So in the last tutorial, we created a data frame of players. So and we actually set the index to a specific column, that is a player. Now, carrying forward from this, let's say we want to do some data modification in it. uh, we notice that all the countries are represented by some country code instead of but one country, Sri Lanka, is represented as its full name. So what we want to do is modify it, that is change its value from Sri Lanka to SL. So how we do this modification? We will use .lock method to first access that particular record, and once we get that record, we will zero in onto this specific column, that is the country column, and then we do the modification. So we say players.loc, and then within the square bracket we specify the condition, that is players, the name of the column is the country, equals to Sri Lanka. So select all those records where the country is Sri Lanka. So this particular record gets selected based on this condition, and after this we are specifying the name of the column. So within this it only selects this particular country column, and its value gets assigned to SL. So after this, after executing this, if we print record corresponding to Sangakkara, we see that okay, its country has been changed from his country has been changed from Sri Lanka to SL. So this way we can modify the data. That is, we specify the condition based on which we zoom into a particular record, and then the particular columns for which we want to make the changes, and then we give the new value. The next is to add new data into a data frame. So let's say we have a data frame, players, which already exists, and we want to add records of few more players into the existing data frame. So we first create a new data frame. So we'll use pd.dataframe. We specify the data. Data contains the same columns as the existing data frame, like country, matches, batting average, centuries, runs scored, and in the index we have specified as the player name, which is like Miadad and border. So this is our new data frame, new underscore data. So this is what it looks like. It is having exactly the same columns as our players data frame, and the index is based on the player name. So how do we append this new data frame to the existing players data frame? Is like saying players, which is the name of the data frame, dot append. We want to append into it. What we want to append is the new data frame, so which is new underscore data, which is actually a data frame. So it gets appended, and the result is assigned back to the players. And then if we print players, we see this these two new records which get appended to the existing players data frame. So now our players data frame is actually having two additional records which we appended to it. Let's say there is a requirement to drop or remove any particular record based on some condition. So first we have to specify the condition and zero in on the particular record. Let's say our criteria to remove those players from this data frame who have scored less than 10,000 runs and 25 centuries. So our condition is players dot runs is less than 10,000. So this is one condition, and second condition is players dot centuries is less than 25. So these are the two conditions that we are specifying, and we are joining these two conditions using the AND operator, and we are passing these two conditions within the players data frame. So in the output we get one record. So we got only one player, Miadat, who scored less than 10,000 runs and also less than 25 centuries. So we will remove him from this elite player list because he doesn't satisfy our criteria of meeting at least one of these two standards, meeting both these standards. So we have to drop this particular record, so we will drop it using the drop function. So players is the name of the data frame dot drop, and we specify the row label, which is the name of the player, here in case Miadat, and in place equals to true means the actual changes should take place within the data frame. And after this, if we display the player's data frame, we will not find Miadat's record in this particular data frame. Similarly, we can insert a new column also into the data frame. Let's say this data frame is there. We want to insert two more columns, or any number of columns you want to. So what we are going to do is use players.insert function. So how it works is we specify first the location where we want to insert. So this location 4 means starting from here, this is at index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it means just before runs here, I want this column to appear, and the name of the column should be highest score, and the value of this particular column should be this value. So it means we are specifying the values for each of these players' highest scores. And another column I want to insert is ducks, number of ducks the players have scored in their entire career. So again, players, which is the name of the data frame, dot insert, and the location is, I'm saying 6, because at fourth location this column would have come highest score, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, fourth. Fourth here would be highest score, and fifth is runs, and sixth I want uh, this new column ducks to appear. So the location I'm specifying is 6, column name is ducks, and the value is the number of ducks the player has scored in his entire career. And then we display the data frame, we get like this. So what it means, these two new columns are added into the data frame. Now if the requirement is to drop a particular column from a data frame, we can just simply specify del in the data frame, and within the square bracket we specify the column which we want to drop. So it will drop the column, and after this, if we print the data frame, we will see all the columns except the one which we have recently dropped. So the ducks got dropped from this. Now often there is a requirement to sort the values of a data frame, so you can sort the values by using sort underscore values function, and then we specify the column by which we want to sort the values. In this case, we want to sort the values based on the number of runs or total runs the player has scored in his career, and I want to see the person who has scored the highest runs at the top. It means ascending will be false, and I want to see the top three such players. So data frame name dot sort underscore values by equals to runs, ascending is false, and hit 3. So these are our top three players in terms of the runs who have scored in their test career. Now we can specify more than one columns also in this by criteria, just like by passing it as a list. So players dot sort underscore values, and by equals to centuries comma runs, ascending is false false. What it means, we want to sort the data based on centuries and runs. So if we get two records which get tied on the basis of centuries, then the runs should be used as the criteria to display the record in a particular order. And for both these columns, I am saying the highest value should appear at the top, that is ascending equals to false false. So again we get these three players again. The only change is the Callis now is coming at second position compared to Ponting, because his centuries are more compared to Ponting. Okay, now we can filter the data based on some business logic, some conditions we specify. Let's say we want to see all those players who have played more than 150 matches in their career. So the condition is players who have played matches which is more than 150, and we are passing this condition to our main data frame, which is players, and we are using dot log method. So whenever we have to filter the data or access the data, then we should use dot log as we covered earlier. So players dot log, and within the square bracket we are specifying the condition. So we get these players who have played more than 150 matches in their career. The next is we want to add additional condition to the previous one. That is, we want to see all those players who have played more than 150 matches, and at the same time they have scored at least 35 centuries. So now we have two criterias on which to on the basis of which we have to put the filter condition. So the first condition is player matches is greater than 150. This is the same as we had in the previous one. And the second criteria is the centuries of players is greater than equals to 35, because it is at least, so it is greater than equals to 35. So we are specifying both these conditions, and because these conditions have have and logic, so we are specifying the and operator, and we are passing this entire condition to this player data frame. So we get, okay, these are the players who have played more than 150 matches, and they have at least 35, that is 35 or more number of centuries scored in their career. So that's it for now. We'll cover more in the next session. Thank you.